Where could the House GOP redistrict next? The battle over political maps is heating up, and it's about to get even more intense. With several states poised to redraw their congressional districts, the House GOP is eyeing opportunities to solidify their power, but it's not going to be easy. Texas is on the verge of unveiling its new map, Ohio is legally bound to redistrict soon, and former President Donald Trump has hinted that several other states might follow suit. But here's where it gets controversial. Republicans left some opportunities on the table during the last round of redistricting, and now they're looking to capitalize. But not everyone agrees on how far they should go. Missouri stands out as a prime target for GOP gains. Republicans in Jefferson City are already discussing a map that could give them 7 out of the state's 8 districts, a move the White House reportedly supports. In 2022, Missouri lawmakers drew a map that elected 6 Republicans and 2 Democrats, despite strong opposition from some within the GOP. The seat held by Democratic Rep. Emanuel Cleaver in Kansas City isn't protected by the Voting Rights Act, making it a vulnerable target. By splitting Kansas City, Republicans could end Cleaver's congressional career, a move that's sure to spark debate. Florida is another key battleground. With 20 out of 28 districts already in GOP hands, some Republicans believe they can push even further, thanks to South Florida's rapid political shift since 2020. Democratic reps Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Jared Moskowitz, and Lois Frankel could find themselves in jeopardy. Other potential targets include Rep. Kathy Castor in Tampa and Darren Soto in the Orlando area. GOP Gov Ron DeSantis has already shown a willingness to play hardball, as evidenced by his successful push to redraw a map that doomed former Democratic Rep. Al Lawson in 2022. New Hampshire presents an interesting dilemma. Former GOP Gov Chris Sununu vetoed a map passed by Republican majorities that would have made Democratic Rep. Chris Pappas' district more competitive. Sununu's successor, Republican Gov Kelly Ayotte, has expressed skepticism about mid-decade redistricting. But if she changes her mind, there are Republicans in the legislature eager to push their preferred map. And this is the part most people miss. Pappas is leaving the House, which could make the district even more appealing for GOP strategists. Beyond these states, the path gets trickier but not impossible. Kansas, for instance, has no explicit ban on mid-decade redistricting in its constitution. Republicans could split Kansas City to complicate re-election for Democratic Rep. Sharif Favitz. However, the state legislature isn't in session until 2026, and Democratic Gov Laura Kelly is unlikely to call a special session. Kentucky is another long shot. Republicans passed on cracking Louisville in 2022, even though they could have overridden a veto from Democratic Gov Andy Beshear. Now, with the legislature out of session and the Kentucky Supreme Court potentially siding with Democrats, the odds are stacked against them. Indiana and Nebraska present unique challenges. In Indiana, the GOP left Democratic Rep. Frank Marwan's district intact during the last redistricting, but redrawing it now would likely result in an awkwardly shaped map. It's unclear if Republican Gov Mike Braun or the legislature has the appetite for such a move. In Nebraska, Republicans could shore up the Omaha-based seat of retiring GOP Rep. Don Bacon, but moderate Republicans might not support such a partisan effort. As these battles unfold, one question looms large. How far is too far when it comes to redistricting? Should states prioritize fairness and representation? Or is it fair game to maximize partisan advantage? We want to hear from you. Do you think these moves are strategic politicking or a threat to democratic principles? Let us know in the comments.